Bonnie Cha, Senior Editor at CNET.com, and today I've got your first look at the RIM BlackBerry Bold 9700 for T-Mobile. This is the next-gen version of the BlackBerry Bold, which was only available on AT&T before, but is now coming to T-Mobile. It's the carrier's first 3G BlackBerry, so that's great news for all you T-Mobile customers out there. I'll talk a little more about the features later, but let's take a look at the design first. First off, if you've ever owned a Bold or have ever seen one, you'll notice that the 9700 looks nothing like it. It's a lot smaller and doesn't have quite as wide of a body or masculine look. I think RIM was trying to go after a wider audience that included more women and consumers with this new design, and I think they will. I'm definitely more inclined to get it over the previous Bold. Feels really solid in the hand and has a similar leather-like texture on the back as the original Bold that makes it easy to grip and adds a certain kind of high-end touch to the phone. Since it is smaller, you do lose a little bit in screen real estate and keyboard size, but I still found them very usable. The Bold 9700's display measures 2.4 inches diagonally, whereas the original Bold was 2.7 inches. I only really missed this bigger screen size when viewing videos and web pages, but otherwise I was perfectly fine, especially since the display is so sharp and vibrant. Colors really stand out, and images and text also look really clear on the screen. The same with the keyboard. The layout isn't quite as spacious and the buttons are a touch smaller, but they're still a good size and have raised ridges for a better feel, but just a little stiff to press. Still, I was able to type messages with few mistakes, and the more I used it, the more comfortable I felt with it. One other major difference about the Bold 9700's design is that RIM has replaced the trackball navigator with an optical trackpad. First did this with the BlackBerry Curve 8520, and after using it again on the Bold, I have to say that I prefer this over the trackball. It's really responsive and makes it easier to navigate through web pages. Moving on to the features, as I mentioned before, this is T-Mobile's first 3G BlackBerry. It also has integrated Wi-Fi support with UMA support, which means you can make phone calls over a wireless network without having minutes deducted from your cellular plan. But just be aware that if you want to do this, you will need to sign up for T-Mobile's unlimited hotspot calling plan, which starts at around $10 a month. The Bold brings some other improvements over the original Bold, including a better camera, a faster processor, and an updated OS. Some of the features of BlackBerry OS 5.0 include threaded text messaging with emoticons, email and calendar enhancements like folder management and being able to forward appointments. But your company does need to run BlackBerry Enterprise Server 5.0 to get these new features. I would say that the only real downside I see about the device is the web browser. The BlackBerry browser has never been that strong, and even though RIM's made a number of improvements to it, it just doesn't navigate and doesn't have as much power as the iPhone, Palm Pre, or Android devices. But I do know RIM is working on doing an overhaul of its browser right now. So despite all that, I'd still recommend the Bold 9700 to anyone looking for a powerful messaging smartphone. Continues to offer great email capabilities that has given BlackBerry its name, and call quality is also excellent. The Bold 9700 is expected to be available from T-Mobile in time for the holidays with a launch price of $199.99 with a 2-year contract. I'm Bonnie Cha. This has been your first look at the RIM BlackBerry Bold 9700 for T-Mobile.